Everyone, welcome to another episode of Independent Artists Unite Song Series. Today we have all the way from Utah. Is that right? Are you
Yep,
still in Utah?
still in Utah. Yep.
Wayward, welcome. Well,
Hey,
I
thanks.
remember you said you were moving a while back, but I didn't know if it was a staying in Utah move or
Yeah, staying in Utah, moving to a new city, to Salt Lake City. So,
oh,
yep.
okay. Okay. Um, and we're going to talk about your concept EP Horror
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
What is an EP anyway? Is it like when's an EP become an album? Is it seven songs or six songs?
I think it's seven. I
Seven? That's
can
interesting.
I
I don't
can
know
never
why.
remember. I don't ever write that many, so it's always
Yeah.
just an EP for me.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, well, how did this come together? Did you think about this beforehand? I want to do this kind of concept EP. By the way, I realized I love concept EP, concept anything, you know? When I was a
Right.
little kid, I was like, ooh, it's a concept. And it's like
Yep.
there's
Yep.
more to dive into, kind of, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Concepts have always been some of my favorite albums, from like Nine Inch Nails to Pink Floyd to all like anybody who was doing these things that from start to finish it was a story.
Mm,
I'm I'm all about it. So, yeah, I think with this one initially, I had every intention of it being a concept EP. I started thinking about it like last spring, kind of right after I released Uncult.
oh yeah.
And I was like, okay, I want to do something else. And I was like, it would be really cool to do something, have it come out around October, just kind of horror based. And so I was thinking about it way back in the spring, but life got crazy in the summer and I didn't end up writing it, in the spring and summer like I intended. So really, I only had one song ready to go in September.
Oh wow.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So I
And
had
which one was that? I'm curious.
Ghost.
A Ghost.
So
Okay.
yeah, I had the
That's my
bass.
favorite one. You know I love
Yeah,
Ghost.
yeah. I love that one too. I recorded kind of like a basic demo for Ghost while I was writing and recording Uncult. It was like one of those that I wrote and then I was like, this isn't going to work for this, and I kind of
Oh yeah.
stuck it on the back burner. In fact, our collaboration, Give Away the Money, that was also like I had that one there for Uncult and I stuck it to the side and then pulled it back out so I could do it with
Oh,
you.
okay.
So,
Oh,
but yeah,
cool.
I had kind of like this basic demo for Ghost kind of ready back in the spring. And then this summer, like I was traveling a bunch for work. I moved. I actually started a new job and like life just got crazy. And so I was like, I'm not going to get this EP out. So I just decided to release Ghost as a single in September. And so I got that all finished up, got it done, got it ready to release, and then like the ideas just started flowing.
Started flowing, yeah.
Um, and so then I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll do a couple other singles. And so I released Ghost, and then I wrote and recorded Possession, um, kind of like in that time frame between when I released Ghost, and just
Mhm.
hurried and put that one out. And then I did the same thing with Psycho. Like none of these were written together.
Oh
They
wow.
were
Okay.
all like released and then I had another idea and so I wrote and recorded it and released it. So I released Ghost and Possession as Psycho all as singles, and then Fiend and Monster just came about really quick too, and I was like, well, I guess I can put out the EP that I had planned on putting out anyway. So it was an interesting couple of months of just like rapid writing and recording.
Yeah. And did you I mean are these like do you look at these as like standalone horror pieces or is there like a common thread like that threads them together narratively besides just horror?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think the horror thread for me is just kind of what ties them together, but I see
Yeah,
them
yeah.
as standalone pieces, each of them in their own little like genre of the horror film canon, you know. So, but yeah, that's kind of how it came about. It was not. it wasn't done months ago. It was kind of rapid fire.
I I tell you, I was listening to it again today, and I always have to sing out on Ghost on the woohoo,
Yep.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that one kind of came about. That one was interesting because I think originally I did that. I actually think those chorus vocals are my demo vocals. I didn't
Okay.
re-record them when I finished the song. And
Oh,
I
maybe
think
then there
I
was like some kind of freedom in there because you thought it was a demo or
yeah.
something. Because I
Yeah,
thought
and
that
I
was really like stretching out for your vocals too. It was cool to hear
yeah.
that.
And I think I was just doing that as like, here's maybe what I want the melody to sound like, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
write some lyrics for it. And then as I fleshed out the song more, I was like, no, that actually is that just works for the chorus. So
It's funny sometimes how that is, but it's like it's that fresh spark, like when
right.
you're in the demo stage, and it's like if you can capture that on the final recording, it's a cool feeling.
Yeah, like I was getting ready to re-record that vocal, like the final tracking, and I listened to it back and I just put it in with with the whole orchestration. I was like, I don't need to re-record that. It's where it needs to be. So it was good.
And I thought it was very cool to hear Fiend as well because that was like that's a different kind of song for you, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
a real slow one, and yeah, yeah. Talk about that one a little bit, and then I wanted you to read the lyrics as well for that one.
Yeah. Yeah. For Fiends, yeah, you're exactly right. Very different from what I typically do, a lot slower. Really what I wanted to do, I knew I wanted to do something that was like that was in the vampire kind of genre for
Yeah,
that song. So I was like, well, what if I try to kind of write a ballad or like a love song, you know? And so that was where that came from, is I really wanted it to be kind of slow and almost ballady. And I actually wrote that one in 6/8 and tried to make it a little bit of a waltz,
oh, okay.
so that it kind of had that like old school Victorian vampire thought
Oh yeah,
process to it
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, so that's really how that one came about. And then as I started writing the lyrics, I was like, you know what, I'm going to make these lyrics very lustful rather than like loveful,
Yeah,
and
it's
try to put
funny
as
when you
many try to put as many like sexual undertones as I could in there because that's like the vampire genre as well, right? So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like when you listen to it, you're like, is this like a beautiful love song, or is there something sick happening?
That you got the point there then. That because that's what I was going for.
Yeah. Can you read those lyrics for us?
Yeah, I'll read the lyrics for you. I'm old school. All my lyrics get written in my notepad.
Oh
So,
my God, with
I've got
with your hand and the pen and everything?
yep,
Wow,
everything.
that is old school.
I write it out on the paper. Scratch out where I make a mistake. So, yeah, so Fiend, the first verse goes, time has focused my desire. Your pulse I cannot deny. Composure failing every trial. Carnal hunger pacified. And then it goes into like this part that sounds like it's going to be the chorus for the song, but I really made it just like this really early bridge. Um, and that goes, lift your chin, the scent permeates. I need what's within, intoxicatingly innate. Lift your chin, the pleasure rushing through your skin satiates the deepest thirst, the object of my curse. Then a couple more verses. Night spawns sanguine urges, obsessions dark and unrefined, craving your scarlet treasure. Our souls are intertwined. Thirst stoking the fire, sucking your life into mine. Color draining, skin turns pale, your life forever redefined. and then it goes into the chorus.
Yeah.
You know,
I guess
the re
for me that just sounds like a normal crush, you know.
right. Yeah, yeah. And that was kind of where I was going. It was like this normal crush, this like need and this longing. But if you listen a little bit harder, you're like, yeah, what exactly is
Something,
going on here?
yeah, something treacherous is happening.
Yeah, yeah. And then so into the chorus, it goes, sink deep into your core, ravenous longing gratified, dripping with the taste of you. The climax leaves you dry. Drink deep, warm crimson pours, malevolent lust satisfied, gripping, interlaced with you. I live to see you die. So yeah, that's the whole song lyrics.
Did you have a hard time like I know if you like do a song, oh, this is about vampires or something, it's like how tongue in cheek is it and like balancing that with like the legitimate impact that the song has emotionally, just
Yeah,
the way it's done.
I think I felt that with the whole EP. Like I really
Yeah.
didn't want it to come across as like cheesy songs that you're going to hear on a Halloween playlist at a Halloween party. Like I wanted them to feel very real and very um like thought-provoking, but I also wanted them to be on a Halloween playlist at a Halloween party. So yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
had to like strike that balance between it. But for the vampire one for sure, like if you're watching vampire films and things like that, they can get very cheesy, right? It can very quickly turn into something that's like not that great. And so I had to try hard with that one. I had the notepad out and I had this thesaurus up and, I was making sure I was using deeper words and things like that.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about vampires that I mean, I just don't understand how can I still be intrigued by vampires, at this at this age. But I'm like, I always stream, like I go to a streaming service and I just type in vampires and the
Mhm.
movies come down. I'm just like, not only have I seen them before, I've seen them many, many times.
Right. And yeah, and then you're like, I got to start watching these ones I haven't watched yet, and they're terrible, but you still love it.
I succumbed to the Vampire Diaries this spring, mostly because my youngest daughter was watching it, and so I was using it as like a bridge to her to like talk about like things, social things, or whatever was happening in the series and stuff. And I think that went on for like 9 seasons or something crazy like that. And by the
Yep.
third season, I was like, no, I can't do this anymore.
We recently flew to Orlando. It's about a 4 hour flight for us. Yeah, and my spouse watched like the entire Twilight movie series on the plane, like back and there and back. And she was
Yeah.
like, it was so bad, but I couldn't look away, and I just had
Mm.
to finish it. So I get you.
I'm due for another Twilight binge, actually. Thanks for the reminder. I
There you go.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I just thought oh my God, now I forget his name. Who's the main vampire? Is it
Oh, the actual
Vampire?
actor or
Yeah, I just lost
like
his name totally.
uh,
Robert Pattinson. Robert
yeah,
Pattinson.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, Batman, yeah. Yeah, but they just had him looking so perfect in
Yep.
Twilight, I really I like my vampires to look perfect, That's like
Yeah,
another thing. Whatever perfect is, but yeah. And
absolutely.
I'm wondering when you were writing this whole thing, did you get like in a dark mood? I mean, was your wife like, what's going on?
Not necessarily. I mean, we typically start our, horror film watching in June or July. We're not like the September and October people. So, we were
Oh,
already in the mode
in the
of
mode. Oh,
watching all the horror films as I
oh,
was
that
doing
must be
this.
so
So,
fun to have a partner that's like into that
yeah,
too.
the whole family's into it. So that's it's a yeah, it's a family affair for us. So we actually have, and I actually never used to be into horror films. It's not like been like a lifelong thing for me.
Yeah.
But we have a really close friend who my spouse and I both went to school with, like high school, middle school, who he does special effects makeup for horror films in
Oh,
Hollywood.
nice.
Yeah, and so when he really started kind of like getting bigger into that and doing bigger films, we were like, well, we've got to watch his films because you got to support your friends, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so we started watching his films just to see his makeups and his effects, and then yeah, and then we just got into it, and it just became this like family fun time. So, but I don't know, have you ever seen the movie The Nun?
The Nun, no. But there's certain ones I won't I won't watch. Like
Gotcha.
my son, he's 13, but I think when he was since he was about 8 years old, he loved horror. And he wanted to
Hmm.
watch these horror films. And we were like, I don't know, you've got the kid's 8 years old, are we gonna create like a serial killer or something? But I just watched it with him.
Yep. Yep.
And we watched all the Friday the 13th stuff. No, it didn't like upset him at all.
Yep.
But then he like got into like, which I think is like the next level, like Terrifier, you know.
Hmm.
That, and I
Yeah.
can't, I can't, I can't watch that. Anything that's like clown like that, I can do.
Well, you should at least go out. You don't have to watch it, but go out and just like search The Nun and see like
Oh,
the
the Nun, yeah,
character.
yeah.
My our friend created that character, that
Oh,
makeup.
okay, okay. All
Yep.
right. Well, maybe I should check that out. Yeah, anything that has to do with possession or the devil and stuff like that is too much for me too. Like I've never seen The Exorcist
Hmm.
and ones like that or The Omen or anything. It's for some reason I don't like that devil possession stuff.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Not for everyone. So now I know which track is your least favorite on the EP.
Of the possession.
Just
Yeah,
yeah.
but except that was like too was kind of like almost like it could be a like obsessive love thing or something. Or maybe that's just how I
Mhm.
hear every song nowadays. Should probably talk about that with my psychiatrist.
Yeah. Yep.
So what is next for Wayward? Do you have plans?
Yeah, I don't have anything like written originals ready to go, but I'm doing some remixes for a few different folks.
Oh,
So
cool.
gonna try my hand at that. In fact, one that already kind of came out on Bandcamp with Ruin the Mind. I did a remix of his track Godstomp.
Oh yeah.
And then that'll come out like on all the streaming platforms in December.
Yeah,
And
you
then
guys have really struck up a yeah, collaborative relationship that keeps going on, right?
yeah, it's been really fun. And he's a great dude. So he's really
Yeah.
fun to work with, and we have very similar tastes in a lot of things. So I think it works out when we collaborate. So yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting in a collaboration where it really, if you're coming from the same kind of musical roots as someone, that then you just have a certain language with them as well.
yeah, yep, it's true. Yeah, like all of those collaborations that we've done have just been really nice, really smooth. So that's been great. But yeah, just gonna do some remixes, and I'm sure the next round of ideas will start coming in, and I'll start working on more originals as well. But
And I was a huge fan, as you know, when the missus took some vocals
yep.
on one of your songs. Is she planning a return?
I'm sure we can
Or
make
have you
I'm sure
kicked
we
her
can make
out?
that happen. No, I'm sure we can make that happen. That was fun. That was the first time we'd done something like that together in many years. So it was really great. So yeah, I'm sure we'll try that again. Life has just been so nuts lately. But it's starting to calm down. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How do you know what I'm asking this of all my guests these days because I feel like it's a real issue. Like when like the creator of music needs to switch hats and be a promoter, you know,
Hmm.
of their own stuff. Like I personally, I get burned out like really fast on that, you know. And
Yep.
I find it
Yep.
so difficult, but I can see that you're very consistent actually with your promotions. And do you decide ahead of time what you're going to do, or do you just wing it as you go?
Mostly I wing it. With this one, it's been a little bit easier because I can just like take film clips from horror films
Oh
and put it
yeah,
with my
yeah,
songs and like throw something out there. So I've got some templates of stuff that I just like can regurgitate and do for this one. I've probably done a lot more promotion for this consistently than I have before because I'm the same way as you. I'm just like, I don't want to create another reel. I don't want to deal with it, and then you just don't. And, uh, but I don't know, like this
Also,
one's been,
I don't know if like all this effort, if it actually does anything
yeah,
a
you,
lot of times.
you,
Sometimes I just think it doesn't matter what you do.
yeah, you hit exactly what I was just gonna say
Oh,
is like
okay.
this one's been more fun to promote just because like I'm having a good time with the EP and I'm having a good time promoting it and doing different things.
Yeah.
But I get burnt out really fast because yeah, you feel like you're spending all this time writing and recording and getting all that ready to go, and then you spend all this time promoting. Yeah, and I just don't feel like it really moves the needle. And I think trying to it's it's frustrating to not get your music and your art out there, but it's more frustrating when you start to realize that you aren't going to get it out there unless you cater to the algorithms.
Mm.
And I think that just kills any like
Yeah.
creativity.
It's
It
a
kills,
buzzkill. It's a
yeah,
buzzkill.
it kills art, right? If you're just writing songs to to hit the Spotify algorithm versus writing songs because they mean something to you, what's the point of writing music in my mind?
Yeah. I wouldn't even know how to write a song to hit the algorithm right. It's all a
Yeah.
mystery to me.
No, and I wouldn't either, but I also wouldn't want to, right? Like if
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Me
write a
neither.
song like Fiend that's 5 minutes long, that's I'm sure Spotify hates that song in their algorithm because it's too long, right? But it was what was right in my mind when I was writing and recording it. And
Yeah.
so I guess I'm less concerned about hitting the algorithm or getting lots of listens or views and more with just like the cathartic process of writing music and having that
Yeah.
creative outlet in our current state of the world that makes me want to curl up in a ball and not do anything. So,
Yeah. I think that helps me to like really focused on, you know, the miracle and the alchemy of actually creating, you know,
yep.
songs from your heart and stuff that are authentic and try to focus on that. And then I try to just be a 9 to 5 worker with the promo, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it gets really tough when, for most of us, we're doing 9 to 5 to pay the bills,
Mm,
and you're trying to be a 9 to 5 promoter. Yeah,
yeah,
it gets tough, but
yeah.
I'll keep going, and I hope other people keep going as well, because
I'm gonna keep
we
going.
we
Yeah,
need the authentic art out there. I mean, we've got AI music hitting number one and getting multi-million-dollar record deals, and I'm just wanting to rip my hair out.
yeah. I just don't get it. I know when I was a kid, it was all about like connecting to that person, whoever it was, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, and that was like that was like it was like you hear a song and la da da, but then it's like you do a deep dive, and then it's always this guy, da da da, and his story and everything like that. And if you don't have that with AI, I just don't understand it. I don't
Yeah. Yeah.
understand why it would be interesting to someone.
You'd get your album and you'd read through all the liner notes and you'd read all the lyrics if they were in
Yeah, yeah,
there.
like
And
worshipfully, like, oh. And also
right.
if it was like a concept album, then it was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like you're opening Merlin's magic book of something.
Right. Right. You go listen to Pink Floyd's Animals and then you got to go read Animal Farm and then you got to, and then you got
Yeah.
to like learn more about that and yeah, and now it's just like,
Yeah,
the
all
song's
that is
the song's
gone if
two and a
it's not
half
like that.
minutes and it's four on the floor and it fits the algorithm.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, more power to you.
Yeah, you too. I'm loving everything that you've put out recently as well. So um, we got to
Wow,
just keep
thanks.
moving forward.
That's what I'm doing. Especially these days, I'm really just like writing and recording as like a life-saving measure, really, at this time of my life.
Yeah,
So it's like yeah, like you said, very meaningful and cathartic.
right. And that's what it's been about for so long for so many artists, and
Yeah.
that just is more real.
Yeah, it seems like you have to go through the pain in order to kind of alchemize it into art. It doesn't seem any way around it.
Yep, yep.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us about this, my friend.
Yeah,
My
absolutely. Happy
best,
to.
my best to your beloved,
Yeah, thank you. No, this was great.
who I'm a
I'm
big
happy
fan
to
of.
I'm happy to be back, and it's always great to chat with you, and hopefully people get something out of this.
Yeah, man. I'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Scott. See ya.